There is a gap between what you know you should do with money and what you actually do. You've probably noticed it. Most people have. Yet only a few fully understand why. It's not because you spent it wrong, not because you didn't earn enough, because of something happening inside your brain every single time you almost made the right decision and didn't. So, why haven't you made it? To answer that, we have to go back. Not because your early ancestors got it wrong, they were actually brilliant, just brilliantly focused on not dying. 30,000 years ago, your ancestors woke up every morning with one priority: survive today, not next month, not next year, today. The ones who stopped to plan for the distant future while a predator was circling, while the drought was already here, or while the food was rotting, they didn't make it. The ones who acted on what was in front of them right now did. That wiring, it's still inside you. Every single neuron involved in it is still firing, which would be useful if anything out there still wanted to eat you. Neuroscientists call it hyperbolic discounting. The brain does not value time linearly. It does not treat next year as simply further away than next month. It treats the future as categorically less real. The further away a reward is, the less the brain registers it as something that actually exists. A reward today feels like a reward. A reward 18 years from now, that feels like a rumor. Here is a way to see it happening in real time. Imagine someone offers you $100 right now, or 150 in a month. Most people, they take the 100. Now imagine the same offer, but both options are pushed into the future. $100 in a year or 150 in 13 months. Suddenly, almost everyone waits. Same gap, same reward, completely different answer. This inconsistency baffled researchers for decades. Two economists, Thaler and Benazzi, spent years studying exactly this, and what they found changed how governments and employers designed pension systems worldwide. The finding was actually pretty simple. Given a choice between a smaller reward now and a larger reward later, the brain almost always chose now. Not because people were irrational, but because taking the 100 today felt real while waiting for more did not. They call this the present bias, and it's not just affecting your retirement account anymore. It's present in every version of the same calculation your brain makes every day: the gym tomorrow, the meal you were going to cook instead of ordering in, the document you haven't filed, or the investment account you meant to open when the timing felt right. The timing never feels right. That is the mechanism. Here is what present bias is costing a new parent. A child is born. The parent sets up a $500 automatic transfer into a broad index fund every month without interruption. Year 1, 6,000 contributed. Account value 6,100. Almost insulting. Year 10, 6,000 contributed. Account value 86,000. Something is happening. Year 18, total contributed $108,000. Account value 215,000. The market contributed $107,000 for free to anyone willing to wait. That gap between what was put in and what came out, that is not luck. It is not timing. It is not expertise. It is compound interest, which is just a name for what happens when you let the time do the work your brain refuses to assign it. Here is the uncomfortable part. The math isn't the problem. You just saw the math, you understood it. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you already know you might not act on it. That gap between knowing and doing turns out to be one of the most studied phenomena in human psychology. Researchers spent decades putting children in a room with a single marshmallow and a single promise: wait 15 minutes and you get two. Most couldn't wait, and the ones who couldn't, when Walter Winchell tracked them decades later, they showed the same pattern across finances, health, and relationships. The pull of now wasn't a childhood quirk anymore. And here is what makes present bias so difficult to fight. It doesn't feel like a bias, it feels like common sense. $500 today is real. You can feel it, you can spend it. $215,000 18 years from now is a number in a hypothetical. The brain is not wrong to feel the difference. It is just operating on hardware built for a world that no longer exists. The decision that defeats it is not complicated. It does not require expertise. It does not require timing the market or finding the right fund or waiting until things feel stable, because things will never feel stable. It requires one transfer, set to repeat, left alone. The child will not remember the day it happened. They will inherit the result of it. That gap between what you know you should do and what you actually do doesn't close on its own. It closes the moment you stop waiting for it to feel right. The version of you that closed it didn't feel ready either. They just stopped waiting to.